Oh, what's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good? We reacting. This T Grizzly, the whole title. It's crazy. I thought bro was chilling playing GTA. He said, nah, let's not just do it in GTA. I want to do it in real life. Let's see what our boy Yasin. Everybody reacting to Yasin videos. Everybody reacting to this situation. We like, what's going on? What is it? Let's see.
Recently,
I'm getting straight into this one. I ain't really got much to say.
Circulated about the tragic murder of rapper T Grizzly's aunt and manager, Jobina Brown, and they're putting him in the crosshairs of who made it happen.
Now, there's a bunch of, I think it's misinformation, but there's a bunch of rumors going around where people are saying like, oh, T Grizzly arranged for this to happen, or T Grizzly is close with people from 600, so he must have made it happen.
And it's easy to understand why a rumor of a rapper killing their own aunt would spread like wildfire. But if certain YouTubers are to be believed, these rumors are not coming from Reddit or Twitter, but from the courtroom. And these rumors are apparently backed up by people very close to the case.
It went from a mere conspiracy to now it's a theory that's being explored in court.
But before jumping into any conclusions, it's important to look at all the information we have available, starting with the news story of a tragic killing that made no sense whatsoever.
Well, she managed T Grizzly, one of Detroit's most popular rappers, but earlier this week, Jobina Brown was shot and killed on the city's east side.
One of the few certainties about this case is that on August 20, 2019, Jobina Brown, fondly known as JB, was brutally murdered on Detroit's east side.
Well, Glenda, Detroit police tell me that homicide investigators are still working on this case, still trying to figure out what led up to the shooting here on 3 Mile Road just off of Mack. Meanwhile, those who knew Brown say she was kind-hearted and a hard worker. Sources say on Tuesday night around 9:30, the 41-year-old was sitting in a Chrysler 300 with two other men here on 3 Mile.
First of all, when somebody just get killed and somebody else don't get killed, in the black community, we call that a setup. So this already not looking good for our brother. And this started off as a rumor. I've been seeing this title. I've been seeing this. I'm like, T Grizzly? T Grizzly? Man, we need to know why. Why?
Off of Mack, police say as one of the men got out of the car, she was shot and killed.
The man who got out of the car was T Grizzly, and the other man was their cab driver. Jobina was Grizzly's aunt, but also his manager.
We can't skip that. She not even his auntie by blood. So just after the dump, they got us. Title's crazy, right? So she wasn't his aunt by blood. She not his aunt by blood. But let's hear more of the story because that could be nasty. People haven't, I know the little, watching Corn, the step-sis category. It's big for a reason. That incest stuff is real. People is nasty.
And a very well-respected person in Detroit's music scene. And she wasn't his aunt by blood.
It was like her first time managing, but she grasped the knowledge of how to manage an artist and was running with it, and he's been very successful.
And the news story ended with an urgent plea for any further information.
Meanwhile, if you have any information that can help police solve this case, please call Detroit Police Homicide.
So police were presented with a friendly and deeply loved woman suddenly being shot dead on the streets. Who on earth would do this and why? In September, T Grizzly released a tribute song, which was the middle name of his late aunt. But within this tribute song, he also provided an answer as to why someone would have killed his aunt, rapping, "Look how they tried to do me, but got JB. Man, that jealousy is so real, man, that hate so deep." So according to T Grizzly, the shooting happened because they were initially...
Now this making him seem innocent. You think he thought that far into the future to say, hey, I'm going to write this song that's going to make me look innocent and point them into this direction? Kind of like a misdirection. Or is this just T Grizzly really grieving over the loss of his aunt?
Trying to kill him. T Grizzly also said that the shooter saw that it wasn't him, but started shooting anyway. He says this in the line, "You saw it wasn't me and still shot. What'd she do to you?" As well as this song, Grizzly also revealed details about the murder in a shocking interview with Big Dog Blast. And this interview would provide answers, but also add more questions about what happened on that fateful day. The interview first broke down the unusual situation where T Grizzly had his auntie as his manager. In October of 2016, T Grizzly was released from a 9-month prison sentence for robbery and wanted to start a rap career. During his time behind bars, he wrote a song called First Day Out, which he hoped to release as a song. And Jobina Brown was one of the few family members who believed in him.
Because when I first came home, I had asked a lot of people in my family for a chance, because this is what I was really trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, can y'all help buy me a beat? I really want to rap, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them just wasn't taking me serious. Like, you better go get a job, what you trying to rap for, and all this other stuff.
Right. And she believed in you.
She believed in me. She was the only one. That first day out video, she paid for the video, bought the outfit I had on in the video, everything.
He then explained what happened on that fateful night. After recording at the studio, T Grizzly went to visit his cousin's house.
Real.
In 2012, when T Grizzly was roughly 18 years of age, his father was murdered. So he went to visit a cousin who knew his father well.
I'm going over my cousin's house, my older cousin. He was real close with my pops, just like my pops' brother. And I always try to, you know what I'm saying, show him some love, because that's another.
I don't want to eat too much on Big Dog video. It don't make no sense. I don't need to watch all of this video. What we need that for? We came here for the details. That's the reason you cooked this video. Right now, we finding out it was not his blood aunt. I'm going to kind of scroll through this video. Let's see what else we can find out. Y'all think he really did it? Let me know down in the comments. We investigators over here, detectives, not just being nosy.
One we really ain't healed from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went over there, and I was telling her, like, come in the house. And she like, no, I don't want to go in. I'm begging her to come in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's where things get a bit unusual. Jobina was apparently a real neat freak, to the extent that she would not go inside a home if she knew that it was going to be untidy.
Because JB was kind of like funny acting about dirty houses and stuff like that. The house wasn't even dirty, but to her, she just a clean, real clean person.
T Grizzly called to his cousin's home, and his other aunt let him in. Then gunshots were heard.
My people's taking so long to come to the door. You know what I'm saying? And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, as soon as I see my auntie, she about to open the door. I just hear a whole bunch of shots going off. You know what I'm saying? Behind me, I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. So I get down because I'm thinking they about to come to the side and start, you know what I'm saying, shooting at me, and I ain't got nothing on me at the time. My cousin ran out with a gun. I'm like, perfect. So we ran out on the street. When we ran out, my driver was gone with no cars out there.
However, Jobina was miraculously still alive and was driven to the hospital.
She was still breathing and everything. She called me.
She called you?
While she was shot, she called me.
What'd she say?
I was trying to talk to her. I didn't hear what she was saying.
Oh.
She couldn't really form no words. You know what I'm saying? But, like, it was coming for me because they opened my door. They were shooting in the car. They hit her 8 times, though.
And just like in the song, T Grizzly claimed that someone was after him.
So don't nobody really know me personally. I don't know none of these niggas personally. So you can't have no personal problem with me. You feel me? So what other reason is it to not like me besides what I got going on? That's just the way I feel about it.
In 2020, Michigan Crime Stoppers announced a $2,500 reward for any information. But on the whole, life would simply move on. T Grizzly continued rapping, and in 2023, he got married. But behind the scenes, police had managed to arrest a suspect. And because of who this person was and who they were associated with, rumors began to spread like wildfire. This is a rumor that had spread around in circles in Detroit for years, but in 2025, when the trial finally started, the rumors started to reignite on social media. Sadly, this trial has not been televised, but one Michigan YouTuber who was physically present in the courtroom had some pretty fascinating information to share.
Doing our own investigation.
The YouTube channel The Family broke down who they believed the killer was. It was initially assumed that the hit was made by some gang member from Detroit. Instead, the alleged murderer was a man named Jermaine Whedon. Whedon, rather interestingly, is from Chicago and lives in Chicago, and he was arrested as early on as 2019. This video screenshotted court reports laying out why he was a suspect. He had been carrying a Glock 23 40 caliber and was driving a stolen blue Nissan Versa. The shooter of Jobina Brown drove the exact same car and had the exact same weapon. By February 2020, ballistics experts confirmed that Whedon's Glock 23 was the same firearm used during the murder of Jobina. So, if this person was responsible, who was Jermaine Whedon? Well, this is where things get really interesting. Whedon also goes by the name Wu-Thang and is allegedly part of the Chicago gang 600. Fans of T Grizzly were shocked by this because, despite being from Detroit, T Grizzly is closely tied to this gang. 600, as many people know, is affiliated with OTF.
There's speculation. They trying to figure out,
Lil Durk, only
was
his
this
family.
a hit?
Lil Durk and T Grizzly did their own 2017 mixtape together called Blooders. So you'd think that when a member of 600 had been charged with the murder of his aunt, T Grizzly would start to distance himself from this gang. Well, during his 2023 wedding, one of the groomsmen was the rapper Buka 600. On the 2024 song with Hood Bocce, Grizzly performed a song with OTF rapper Duty Low and literally shouted out OTF. This video by the family also found something suspicious, which suggested that Wu Thang was not a lone wolf in this crime and there were other people involved.
And for some reason, when this case has started back up for trial, they released a $2,500 reward again, as if the guy they caught with all this evidence isn't enough or not the sole person responsible.
By now, you're probably eager to find out why T. Grizzly would ever want to kill his own aunt. Well, attached to the rumor that he killed his aunt was the speculation that they did not have the normal auntie-nephew relationship. First of all, T. Grizzly was signed to her, and there might have been some sort of financial disagreement between them. However, there's a much more salacious allegation, and this is where the conspiracy gets much wilder. Jobina was not Grizzly's biological aunt. She was his aunt by marriage, and it was alleged that Jobina and Grizzly were romantically involved, and he got her pregnant. This is a very sensitive rumor to even bring up, but the person behind this YouTube channel was apparently at the trial and claims that this was not a mere rumor whispered in the dark corners of the web, but something that was being talked about in the courtroom.
That rumor that's floating around that T. Grizzly got his alleged aunt pregnant, the state believes that. Not the family TV, not Reddit, the state.
The family has not posted another video since then, but this video did motivate another YouTuber to look even deeper.
None of these people know what they're talking about. None of these people know what they're talking about. It's just gossip. How y'all putting dirt on this man's name? Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know what's going on. Just putting dirt on this man's name. Clout off of just a misleading title. That's all this is. This video was just a comp of just people's opinion on another man's situation. So until we get more information, I say that's a dud.